The goal of our outreach, are we speaking to people to make them vegan? I used to say yes. I'm sure everyone here is thinking, yeah, we are. But now I don't think we should be aiming for that. And I'm gonna tell you why. It sounds crazy, but I'm gonna tell you why. If we go out into outreach, like we're about to go out in an hour or two, and if we go out there and we're just like, I wanna make you vegan, I wanna make you vegan, then we enter the world of sales. And there's nothing wrong with being in like a salesy world, where you're trying to sell your product. But if your aim is to make someone vegan, you can oversell it, and they might go vegan, but it's not going to last. And I can tell you why and give you an example of why. So if you go into an electronics store, do you have like one, like a national one or something like that? Yeah, we have, anyway, one of these places, right, where they have the salespeople that are really intense. So if you go in there, maybe you went in there because you were kind of interested, but you're not really that sure. And some salesperson comes over and talks to you about a TV and talks to you so much that you eventually buy the TV just because this person was just non-stop. You go home, you have the TV in your house, and then maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, you're probably going to realize that that was a bad move. And if you can, you'd take it back, wouldn't you? You'd go back and get a refund if you realize, like, actually I was pushed into it, I don't want to stick with that. It's the same thing as when we're talking about veganism. If we're trying to create vegans on the street by just telling them all the benefits and benefit feature and just hammering them with all this information, maybe they'll go vegan, but they went vegan because you told them to, not because they actually believed in what you were saying. Rather than approaching somebody with the idea of, I want to make you vegan, we can ask the right questions, we can guide them down the right path, and we can allow them to make that decision and tell you, I should be vegan. You just lead them down the path. I would say, don't advocate to make someone vegan, advocate for someone to become more conscious and mindful. And then by you opening their mind, they will be vegan. That's inevitable, it will happen. But by you forcing our ideology, it will happen, but they will not last. They won't last. It might be for a few months, it might even be for a few years, but they'll end up switching back because they didn't truly believe it. And that's something that happens a lot. I'm sure you've all seen it on YouTube. People that go vegan for a year, 2 years, and then they're not vegan anymore. And we all say, oh, they were never vegan anyway. They didn't do it for the right reasons in the beginning. And maybe if they spoke to someone like one of us who was teaching them how to be mindful and conscious, maybe they would have stuck with it. So the right approach is really, really important. We have to break the conditioning that people have had for an entire life. Like, they're conditioned so hard, and we have to crack it. And we can crack it by asking questions and getting into their heads and actually learning about them, collaborating with them, as a team. Not by going, it's me versus you and I'm gonna make you agree, but by saying, me and you, let's stand side by side and let's look at this screen and let's talk together and figure out how we solve it. That's the approach that will last, for sure. They'll remember you, they'll remember how you made them feel.